Olá! Começa agora o Green Talks, Registro Verde, um bate-papo sobre arborização e paisagem. E aqui você conhece pesquisas, atividades e sua aplicação no dia a dia das cidades para o bem-estar de todas as pessoas. Também participa dos debates que estão em pauta e o que é possível fazer para contribuir com a agenda do meio ambiente. Eu sou Eliane Guaraldo, docente e pesquisadora da Escola de Engenharias, Arquitetura e Urbanismo e Geografia da Universidade Federal de Mato Grosso do Sul. Hoje eu vou conversar com o diretor-geral do Departamento de Florestas da FAO-ONU, senhor Simone Borelli, e nós vamos falar de arborização e floresta urbana. Olá, Simone, como vai?
Olá, tudo bem, obrigado.
Então, gostaríamos de saber qual é a importância da arborização urbana no contexto global.
Yes, allow me to answer in English, Eliane. My Portuguese is not fantastic. So now, as you probably know, most of the world is becoming increasingly urbanized. By 2050, about 70% of all people will be living in cities. And so it's very important to ensure that these people who live in cities have access to trees and green spaces to increase their health and well-being, and also to make cities more resilient to the impact of climate change. The climate has changed. We have more heat waves, more floods, more, let's say, extreme events. Trees and forests can help us reduce the impact of these let's say, changes, and let's say make the situation better for many people, both in terms of their health, well-being, but also in terms of economics, because a greener city is a healthier and wealthier city.
Ok. Por que é necessária a criação de políticas de preservação de florestas urbanas e áreas verdes nos municípios?
Now, it's very important to have policies and strategies to preserve existing green spaces, but also to increase the area existing, but also create new green spaces, because as cities grow in these next years, the competition for land is going to become very, very fierce. It's going to be increased requests for new housing, for new infrastructure, for new, let's say, urban development. So we need to act now to ensure that this, let's say, new developments do not reduce the existing urban forests and green areas and reduce the quality of life for people. So I think it's very important that municipalities and governments take action now, looking towards a greener future.
Quais são as estratégias para iniciar uma floresta urbana em uma cidade?
Well, first of all, you need a space. That's, I think, a very important thing. You need to a policy, or let's say a master plan, in which you clearly identify where new forest or new trees could be planted. In terms of strategy, it's very important to involve the local people, the local community, in the planning, design, and management of new spaces. Unless you have these communities on board, this forest is not going to have a good future. People are not going to be, let's say, taking care of it or protecting it, or even, let's say, engaging with local authorities to ensure that it's preserved. So I think, in my view, one of the key strategies is that of collaborative management, working together between the administration and the communities to ensure that these plantations are successful and are properly managed. They're in the right place. And I said, we always say you have to have the right tree in the right place for the right reason.
A nível global, qual tem sido o papel da FAO na promoção do debate e no incentivo a ações em favor da arborização urbana?
Yes, thank you for the question. So essentially, since 2013, but for the last 10 years, shall we say, FAO has been promoting both the regional and global dialogue among different stakeholders. We have a number of regional meetings. We had, as you know, quite recently, regional Latin America Forum on Urban Forest in São José dos Campos, where we met with people from different countries in Latin America, both technical people, politicians, and researchers. And we had similar events in in Asia, in Africa, and the Mediterranean region. So we are trying to expand this sort of global dialogue through these regional meetings. But then every 4 or 5 years, we organize a World Forum on Urban Forests. We had 2 editions already, one in 2018 and one in 2023, where we really try and put together a global audience, really promoting the idea that sustainable cities need trees, need nature, need green space. In the last meeting we had in Washington in 2023, we also promoted a lot the idea of environmental justice, so that everybody should have access to nature as a right, to have a better life.
Okay, it's something like green equity.
Green equity, environmental justice, and let's say an equal distribution of the goods and services to people. So everybody should have the right to, enjoy a walk in the park, or to, sit under a tree, or, be protected from the sun. So it should be a better distribution of green spaces, I think, is essential to make sure that everybody can benefit from all these different goods and services.
Yes. Very good. E a nossa última pergunta: qual tem sido o diálogo com gestores públicos e cidadãos para nós termos cidades mais sustentáveis rumo aos objetivos do desenvolvimento sustentável?
Yes, once again, I think I mentioned part of that before. Once again, it is, to me, it's really essential that public managers and citizens work together towards creating, or planning, designing, and management green spaces. Now, one way we've been able to do that, or at least to, let's say, facilitate that process, has been through our Tree City of the World program, where we have tried to raise awareness of the local administrators, but also of the general public, on the importance of having a greener city in general, but also using trees as a tool for improving, let's say, the way in which people live. And I can say Brazil has been particularly good at that. We have many tree cities of the world in Brazil, and we hope that that number will increase, because to me, I think it's a simple way, but I think a powerful way to celebrate trees, to celebrate the work of the public administrations, but also to encourage citizens to be more involved in a movement, in a way, to actually make cities greener and use trees in a more effective and efficient manner as a tool for a better future.
Yes, uma ferramenta de, antes de tudo, conscientização.
Exatamente.
Então, Simone Borelli, quero agradecer muito pela sua presença. Obrigada por participar aqui no nosso projeto Green Talks, Registro Verde. Obrigada a você também, que está nos escutando agora, que acompanhou esse bate-papo muito importante, e convidamos você a fazer parte dessa rede de arborização e de paisagem. Siga o nosso Instagram, canal no YouTube, e fique por dentro de todos os nossos debates e informações. O Registro Verde Green Talks é uma atividade de extensão, um projeto das Universidades Federal do Mato Grosso do Sul, Unesp e USP, Universidade de São Paulo. Muito obrigada e nos vemos em breve.
Muito obrigado.